Hi, this is Superintendent of Schools, Bill Olson, with a school system update. It's been a while since I visited with you. A lot has happened, and a lot will be happening over the next several weeks. We are right in the heart of the fiscal 2020 budget season. I've presented my initial budget to the school committee. At the present time, there is a $1.2 million difference between what I have requested in terms of the needs of the school system and what the town manager has recommended that we be appropriated for fiscal 2020. I have met with the leadership team on several occasions. I looked very carefully throughout the school system at our programs and services, and we have made recommendations to the school committee to cut $1.2 million worth of programs and services and personnel for next year. What makes it particularly difficult is that this comes on the heels of a $1.3 million reduction that has taken place in fiscal 2019. So the school department is struggling with its appropriations from the town right now. It has been for the last couple of years. And we'll continue our conversations with the school committee, and we'll continue our conversations with the finance committee and the board of selectmen. We meet with them on Thursday, January 24th in the meeting room upstairs at Town Hall. At that point in time, we will present a lot of information to both the selectmen and the finance committee. We will also be submitting to them, in fact we already have been submitting to them, answers to many of the questions. We have about 35 pages of questions from those boards that we have answered, and it's taken a considerable amount of time. But I think you know at this point in time, in all the years that I've been in this school system, which is over 33 years right now, transparency is very important to us, and it's important for the boards and committees to know what's in our budget and what's not in our budget, and for you to know also going into town meeting in March. One of the factors that we have built into the FY20 budget but have had to remove some staff is some staffing and some buses that we anticipate needing, some additional staffing and buses to meet some of the new development that is happening in town. At the present time, there are approximately 729 units of housing being built that will have school-age families occupying them. There's another 40 or 42 that are being built, but those are age-restricted without any impact of school-age children. My estimation is that over the next few years, our school system will experience an enrollment increase of 300 to 400 more students from all of the development. These developments are a variety of different types of apartments, condominiums, townhouses, and freestanding homes of 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms in composition. So we've had to cut out our contingency teachers that we've budgeted for new student growth, along with a couple of buses, along with other services and programs and staffing to make the numbers fit. One of the things that's going to be very important for us in our meeting with the finance committee and the selectmen on the 24th of January is to determine what kind of contingency plan will be available if we need to hire additional staff and need to bring on additional buses to service these additional students. I want to apologize for that loud and abrupt noise. That was the transmitter that fell off the chair, so my apologies to you. We are meeting once again as a redistricting committee. Now please know that the redistricting is not planned until the 2020-2021 school year. So not next year, but the year after that. I have a committee that's been working with me since last year. We're looking at various iterations of redistricting our K-2 and 3-5 schools and how we might accommodate the new enrollment growth, much of which is happening in the Robinson and Christopherly Elementary District and the Blanchard Middle School District. So we're looking very carefully. We're working very closely with the town's GIS director, Chris Kuchu. Chris has the ability to bring up dot maps with all of our elementary students by grade level on each map and describe areas and polygons that define district areas and changed district lines that we're looking at, and it allows us to fairly accurately estimate the numbers of students that will be attending each school based on the newly drawn district lines. I want to congratulate the Westford Academy DECA program, all of the students and the staff. Recently, they participated in a competition at UMass Lowell. There were 10 schools and over 900 students who participated. There were 33 total events, and Westford Academy students won first place in 21 of those 33 events. 145 of the Westford Academy DECA students will be going on and have qualified for the state competition in Boston in March. And so we're very excited about that. We have one of the strongest DECA programs in the state. DECA being an acronym for Distributive Education Clubs of America, a business-oriented activity that students find very helpful in developing their business and entrepreneurial skills. So far, we've had a fairly good winter. Some mild temperatures throughout the month of November and December. Also in January, the early part of January. And the long-range trend, however, I have just noted this afternoon of a long-range forecast, is for much colder temperatures and much snowier weather. Martin Luther King weekend is approaching. It's a 3-day weekend. I want to remind you of that. On January 21st, we celebrate Martin Luther King Day. On January 22nd, that Tuesday, that is a full day of professional development for our staff. So staff will be working, but there will be no students in school on that Tuesday. So essentially it's a 4-day weekend for families. But my concern is for some significant snowfall starting this weekend, this upcoming weekend, and the long-term forecast is for frequent snow events. We don't know what the magnitude is yet, but stay tuned. What I will be doing is I notify our staff if there's a no school day or a delayed opening. Notify our staff about 5 o'clock in the morning. I will notify all of you, the parents of families, at about 5:45 to 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to make it too early, but I want to make it early enough so that students at the middle school and high school are not up and leaving for bus stops if there's a delay or a cancellation. So stay tuned. You'll be, I'm sure, receiving some phone calls from me within the next 3 to 4 weeks. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bill Olson, have a good upcoming Martin Luther King Day weekend, and the day off for full day professional development. And I'll speak with you soon. Thank you.